Good afternoon and welcome back to Paul Sherry Conversion Vans. My name is Justin Smith and I'm proud to highlight a brand new arrival here at the dealership today. What we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is the all new 2014 Ram Sherry Conversion Van. Now this is done in a two-tone paint scheme which turned out magnificent. We've got a bright silver on the bottom, broke up by a nice painted red pinstripe with the granite gray on top. I think it turned out really nice, and this is one of a kind. This is not something that's mass produced. This is a one-off conversion. Now moving down the side, a few things I want to talk about here first are the 18-inch premium wheels that we use on this conversion van. We decided not to go with the 20-inch wheel for two different reasons. First and most important is cost, and the second would be with an 18-inch wheel you get a lot better ride with these conversion vans. A lot of conversion van owners can tell you that the 20-inch wheel can be a pain. You get a lot of wheel wobble, and there's a handful of problems that come with that. That's why we chose to do the 18-inch wheel on the Sherry van. Now starting here on the front fender, I want to highlight the signature Dodge stripes that you're used to seeing throughout the Dodge and Ram brand. We incorporated those in our design. And moving on down the van, I want to talk about the power mirrors on this van. All Ram Sherry conversion vans have a power collapsing mirror on them. So if you need to get these vans in a tight space, one touch of the button, the mirrors will fold right in. Really nice feature. Now moving down the side, we decided to go with an exposed running board. It's a lot more durable and it's a lot more functional. Turned out really well, and we put a rubber mat on there to ensure traction in any condition. We also went with privacy glass all the way around this van, even on the passenger windows in the front. Now this is a 35% tint, which is legal in all 50 states. Nothing to worry about there. And you can see the two-tone just looks brilliant all the way down the side of the van. And we finished it off with our signature Sherry sticker that you'll find on all of our conversion vans. Looks really good in silver and highlights the colors on this van. Okay, now I'm located in the rear of this brand new Sherry conversion van. I want to go over some of the safety features that come along with this new van. This van does have a rear backup camera system, and that is incorporated with the navigation unit that we put in this van. So anytime you put this vehicle in reverse, any object that might be behind the van is going to show up real nice in color on your navigation screen. So that's a great safety feature to have. Also, this van is equipped with traction control, which you might expect in any modern day vehicle. This van does have traction control. It's got a rollover mitigation system as well, and hill start brake assist. Now if you have any questions on those three features and how they work, please give me a call and I can go into that in better detail. Now this van is also equipped from the factory with a tow package. There is not a receiver located on this van, but it was set up from the factory to accommodate any receiver that you might want to incorporate with your van. There is a tow haul button located on the dash, and I will go over that once we get inside the van and tell you how that works. But I wanted you guys to know that this van can safely tow up to 5,100 pounds. It's a great feature to have. Okay, moving along to the curb side of the van, two key features here that I really want to stress. First thing, I want to talk about the raised roof on this van. This is a factory raised roof. Now what I mean by that, and not to confuse anybody, is all the conversion vans in the past that have ever been built have all started off as a low top van, and then the conversion company cuts a hole in the roof and then they attach a fiberglass roof. That is how it becomes a high top conversion van. And what I'm getting at is anytime you do that, you cut a hole out of a structure, you're going to lose some integrity there. It's not going to ride as good. When you hit a bump, you're going to get more of a flex in your chassis anytime you cut a hole in something. So that's the first part about this roof that really makes it good. It is from the factory. And another thing with a factory raised roof and a sliding door that I'm going to get into here in a minute, you've got a bigger entry and exit. Okay, our entry goes all the way up to the top of the roof. Not like what you're used to seeing in maybe a GM or a Ford van. So really proud on how that turned out. And all that did, again, was give us a bigger exit and entry to deal with. And you know, passengers can enter the van from the front or go directly to the back seat. And I'm 6'2", and let me demonstrate how easy it is to step into the back of this all new Chery van. Okay, now I'm located in the back of this all-new 2014 Chery conversion van and want to go over everything that comes along with this van. And believe me, there's a lot to talk about back here. First and foremost, I'm going to talk about the electronics that come in this van, starting with the television. Now, we have the largest television in the conversion van segment. We're really proud about that. We went with a Samsung Blu-ray player and a 32-inch Vizio smart television in this van. Now, you have a couple different options as far as audio goes while watching a movie in this van. This van does have a Pioneer surround sound speaker system in the back, and it also does come with a pair of wireless headsets. All of our Chery vans come with the headphones, so you got a couple different options depending on the circumstances. No matter what, you're going to be able to watch a movie. We did something a little different with the indirect lighting compared to what you're used to. We did a rope light that goes all the way down the sidewall and breaks up our two-tone panel. And we kind of did the same thing up in the ceiling. We did indirect rope lighting down the sides, the whole length of the back of the conversion van. Now, you do have the option to turn those on and off. And I tell you, it's really beautiful in the back of this van at night. It's really, really neat. Okay, now I want to talk about the control panel that's tied in with the electronics that we just got done talking about. The control panel is located here on the left wall directly behind the driver's seat. And this control panel is going to do a few different things. It has a DC charging port. It has a 110 plug-in. 3 switches on there which control your indirect lighting, your lower indirect lighting, your higher indirect lighting in the roof, and also your map light. And then there's an HDMI input as well. Now, with the 110 and the HDMI input, what that does is that gives you the capability to hook any gaming system or any electronic device that works with an HDMI cable and view that media directly on the television. So that's a really neat feature, and we decided to put it on the wall panel instead of in between the 2 front seats to make sure we keep that aisleway open for passengers to get to the front and back of the van. Turned out great. We decided to go with a black carpet on this particular van. Now, one thing I want to emphasize, we can do any color scheme that anybody wants. If there's a color you're looking for, if you don't like the two-tone, if you want a monotone seat, if you want crazy colors, we can incorporate it. It's something I don't ever talk about, but I just want to let you know, you can pick your own interior in this conversion van. So that's really neat to be able to do that as well. But what we're looking at here today is a black carpet with a black bottom wall. Now, we do a two-tone wall in most of our conversion vans, and that is split up by a really nice wood trim piece that goes all the way around the van and breaks up these 2 sections here. So we've got a black bottom wall, a light gray wall, and that leads me into something else. Our blinds are different than anybody else's that you see out there. We build a wall and recess our blind back behind it. So we've got a dark bottom wall, a light gray wall, and as you can see, the nice dark black shades incorporated, which are back behind this wall, and it all really ties this van together very, very well. And we did that same thing on the seats. As you can see, we have a dark gray seat with black inserts. It is a full swivel seat. It will lock in 2 positions, one facing forward or one facing the rear sofa. And it is a power recline. Now, both of these captain chairs in the back do have adjustable armrests on them, and they're extremely comfortable. We went with a perforated leather, and I think it turned out really, really nice with our signature Chery logo in the headrest. And that moves me on to the next feature, safety feature, I should say. We incorporated our seat belt in the seat, okay? Especially with the swivel seat. You know, you might notice some other manufacturers do offer a swivel seat, but a lot of times their seat belt's up here on the pillar. So anytime you turn that seat around, you got to disconnect that seat belt, then reconnect it to the wall once you get it in the position. This is going to ensure No matter how you're facing, you're going to be safe and secure at all times. I want to talk about the rear sofa in this van and how it kind of ties in with our swivel seat up here. We decided to go with a two-piece rear sofa, and a lot of people might wonder why, and I'm going to try to explain that as short as possible. 90% of the time, the rear sofa is in an upright position, okay? There are three-piece sofas out there, but when they're in the upright position, they're not a very comfortable chair. We took this rear sofa and made it like 3 buckets on a bench. So it does have built-up side bolsters for every position back there, and it makes it a lot more comfortable for a full-size adult to sit in the middle of this sofa. Right now I'm sitting on the rear sofa in the back of this Sherry conversion van, and I can't help but emphasize how much room is in this van compared to other conversion vans in the segment. Again, I've stated a few times I'm 6'2", and I can sit back here with my legs crossed and, with 6 inches to spare before I'm even running into the seat in front of me. Okay, now I'm located in the driver's seat of this conversion van, and I want to go over some of the basics that come along with this all-new Sherry conversion van, starting with probably the most important thing, a safety feature. This van does have side airbags located in the front of the van. The first conversion van in its segment to offer those, so we feel extremely proud about those. Now the power equipment in this van is just like any other vehicle that you would expect these days. We have power windows, power mirrors, and as I mentioned earlier, they are a power collapsing mirror. We do have a fully leather wrapped wheel in the front of this van. It is a telescopic steering wheel, so finding that sweet spot's not hard to do in this van. Also, this van does have a navigation radio up here in the front. As I mentioned earlier, this van does have a backup system, and those two work hand in hand. So anytime you put the van in reverse, you're going to see your image pop up right here on your backup camera. Now, all your controls for the back of this van are located here on the left side of the steering wheel, and Brian will demonstrate where those are, and just want to tell you what they do. Those are going to control the power basically to the back of the van. Now, if you have any concerns or questions on how that works, please give me a call, and I can go over that in better detail. But you do have a couple different charging options in the front of this van. You have 2 DC power ports and 1 USB port. So you've got a wide variety of charging options throughout the whole van. Once again, I'd like to thank you for joining us today here at Paul Sherry Conversion Vans. My name is Justin Smith, and I hope you enjoyed this video that me and Brian put together on our all-new 2014 Sherry ProMaster conversion van. Now, if you have any questions on this particular van, on any of the specs or any of the features that you've seen today, or anything on our website, or maybe what's even coming in the future, please don't hesitate to give me a call. And for those of you that are conversion van enthusiasts or know that you're looking for a certain conversion van, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, even like us on Facebook. That's going to ensure that you're not going to miss out on the next great deal that we have here at Paul Sherry Conversion Vans. Thanks and have a great day.